Hello everyone, my name is Amanda Rockwitz, and on Facebook I'm known as the Dragon Anarchist. I'm brand new to Steemit, and for those of you who don't know, one of my friends named Jeff Berwick, who goes by the Dollar Vigilante, and he has a site at thedollarvigilante.com, just recently, a couple days ago, made $15,000 on Steemit in a single day. And a lot of people are probably wondering how he did that, or a little bit confused, or don't fully understand Steemit. And one of the things I just want to say really quickly here is that the reason that Jeff and other high content producing voluntarists like him are going to do so well is because Steemit is actually based on the principles of voluntarism. In other terms, voluntarism is known as anarchism. And all that means for anyone who's unfamiliar with that concept is that we believe human interaction should be consensual and voluntary, like it is most of the time for most people, most days. But we recognize that government is built on the fundamental of coercion, and that's coercion via deadly force. It's what separates any government from, say, a business, a nonprofit, a community, a church, or any other group of humans organizing together, is that government backs everything it does by the threat of deadly force, and it's made up of humans who siphon the energy and time of other humans and their productivity by taking a huge portion of their time and energy through theft, by stealing their money from them, which is their time and effort invested in the world around them. And so what this does is this destroys people's desire to create and innovate. It's uninspiring, and it creates depression and discouragement for people to be good and, value providing humans in the world, because they have to work twice as hard in order to even pay the bills, to make ends meet, to fund things like their own basic survival. And so we have a whole world of people who, because of the oppressive governments around the world, ruling over them and taking their value from them, we have a whole world of people now who exist in a state of constant depression and discouragement and are non-functioning in that they are surviving, but without creating or innovating or adding value. And why is that? They don't have any excess brain energy left for that. They are not at peace. They are focused on how do I pay the bills, how do I eat, and beyond that, they don't have any time and mental energy to dedicate to providing value to others. Anarchists and voluntarists believe that human interaction should be voluntary, because if it's completely voluntary, then it's going to be mutually beneficial for everybody. And when coercion is no longer involved, then you're not doing something because you're trying to avoid death or avoid being robbed or avoid being caged. You're doing something because it benefits you, so you're inspired to do it well. And you're doing something that's going to benefit someone else. And if it benefits someone else, then they want to reward you for that. And so you're inspired to do that. And so that's what anarchists are about and voluntarists are about. And Steemit, for those of you who understand that it is economics 101 or based and rooted in economics 101, Steemit is obviously in alignment with that. Because what Steemit does is Steemit is based on the flowing of a currency where everybody can invest in it in order to influence their own ideas in the community and back their own ideas in the community. And then they make more money based on how well their ideas do, and they make money based on how well others do and whether or not they support others. So it incentivizes humans to connect and look for where their ideas have value and have merit. So the people who want to comment on, say, Jeff Berwick's success overnight and just comment to deride him or mock him or hate on him for just having success and be a downer, those people who perpetually do that sort of thing are going to be weeded out of the Steemit community by nature of the fact that they are not providing anything of value, and Jeff is. Jeff did, otherwise he wouldn't have been that successful. One of the founders upvoted Jeff, and because one of the founders is going to have a huge stake in Steemit, that founder's vote paid Jeff a significant amount of money and boosted his visibility in the community. So we all get to invest in Steem if we want to, or as much as we want to, which influences our power to promote ideas we like. Because every time I click on something, I'm upvoting them, and that is paying them literally in a currency they can see right there in front of their faces. It's paying them and rewarding their providing value to me. And so this takes us out of the defensive mode of trying to just survive and stay away from coercion and avoid getting in trouble, with these overbearing authoritarians. And it moves us into a world where people are just exchanging around that kind of, evil and immorality, and they're over here in creation and innovation, and they're inspired to, and they get to keep the fruits of their labor via cryptocurrency, and there's a way for them to hold on to their value and even see their value they're providing paying off immediately. So anyone that wants to deride somebody for having success on Steemit, they can do that if they want, but it's not a rational thing to do, because on Steemit, if somebody's doing well, then you make more money based on voting and upvoting them and promoting them and providing value to them. Steemit rewards commenters, so everybody can basically pay each other in little bits of the currency for actually providing valuable comments. So this does the opposite of Facebook. Facebook has a bunch of hidden data. There's a whole hidden world behind what happens, and its users don't understand what's done with everything there. Whereas Steemit is based in the blockchain technology, which is a transparent, publicly accessible cryptocurrency that has all of the transactions right there where everybody can go and find them and see what's happening. So Facebook, which doesn't pay anybody to do anything, and also has algorithms in it that we can see and that we can promote more shallow and non-value providing posts. Facebook is sort of like, shooting yourself in the foot if you're a content creator and if you want to if you want to get an idea out into the world, because there's no incentive for people to listen to you, to look at your content, to do anything. In Steemit, everybody is incentivized to participate and to get better and to create better value, because the better they get at doing it and the more they connect with their fellow humans and promote their fellow humans, the more they benefit and the more they make. So Jeff is an example of an extreme success overnight, but partly because he was already in the cryptocurrency community. He's known very well. He spent years building a brand, a name, and just a reputation for being somebody who is valuable in his knowledge and his help to other people. And you're going to want to follow people like Larken Rose, who is an anarchist author that has been around and arguing for the principles of human freedom for 20 years, and he's published multiple books, the most famous of which is The Most Dangerous Superstition. And The Most Dangerous Superstition logically demolishes from just about every angle the idea that government can be legitimate or moral or even rational. And he's very well known for that, because everyone that I know of and everybody that most people know of who's actually read his book cover to cover come away no longer believing that government is something humans should be participating in or trying to create or trying to make bigger or participate in any form. So it's something that if you are smart and you understand that, you're going to follow the people who are based in or grounded in those principles, because that's what Steemit is grounded in, and that's what the founders understand, and that's why this is genius. Steemit is going to move people from a state of being in absolute survival mode and defense mode to being in relaxed, peaceful, free, creative mode, because it's going to enable people to financially free themselves. And when they can free themselves financially and get back the fruits of their labor that have been taken from them and keep the fruits of their labor, they're going to create more, and they're going to get smarter about how they create, and they're going to provide value they get paid for, and that's going to free them. So if you're not excited about Steemit yet, you really should be, and eventually you probably will be. And like the Bitcoin community, it's something that if you don't get in on this early on, you're more than likely going to be kicking yourself really hard later. The Steemit concept is going to be, it's here to stay. The Steemit concept, whether Steemit as a platform succeeds or not, it can't be done away with. The cat is out of the bag. And because it's airtightly built on the concepts of human freedom, human psychology, what drives us to want to create, and because it's based on the basic principles of Economics 101, it's going to do very, very well, and it's going to create an entire culture of people moving all the way away from coercion, divide and conquer, and from trying to find reasons to separate and divide from our fellow man, and moving towards reasons to unite, build each other up, help each other improve, and connect and create a world of people who are happy and fulfilled and free. I'm doing an interview next week with Jeff Berwick on Anarchists. I've been on there before. And I'm also going to be a speaker at Anarchapulco 2017, which is in Acapulco, Mexico. And that was founded by Jeff Berwick. And Larken Rose will be a speaker there next year also. And Larken Rose, the author of The Most Dangerous Superstition, he was also a speaker at Anarchapulco 2016 this last year. And we're going to do an interview with Jeff Berwick about all this on Anarchast next week. So look for that on YouTube, Anarchast, which is hosted by Jeff Berwick. Go follow Jeff Berwick. Go follow the anarchists who are articulate and who are producing valuable content, and pay attention to what we're saying, because this is what's going to free the world.